Don't know. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the special stream for Mother's Day. How's everybody doing? I see Christina, happy Mother's Day. I see Morena, happy Mother's Day, Morena. I see Jorge. Good morning, Jorge. The only JS. Good morning. And yes, to respond to what we were talking in the chat earlier, um man, that's a hard one, having your mom having to show up to work today. But I mean, I understand, you know the world keeps on moving, but the good thing is that you guys are gonna get together later. So today I wanted to do something special for the mothers. And I also wanted to do something special because um daughters like myself and sons also, I want to give them the opportunity to talk. I want to start the conversation myself. I want to give a big shout out to my mom. And, this is her day. I already sent her flowers and everything. And, it's tougher when you have to celebrate this day away from your mother, like myself. But, we all make arrangements to make sure that, they still receive a little, token of appreciation. So basically, today I want to open the the lines for everybody that wants to come in and share something special, either give a shout out to their moms, or share something like an anecdote. Good morning, Blood Moon. Happy Mother's Day. I hope you're enjoying yourself, and you're having fun with your kids. Now I'm gonna add Jose because I know he has to go to church and everything. So I'm gonna add him to the stream so that he can have his time. Hi, Jose.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Good, fabulous. How about you?
Okay, first of all, I just want to give a big shout out to all the mothers, the grandmothers, the godmothers, all the single moms, and all the ladies who play a motherly role.
Oh, thank you. Yes. Blood Moon says thank you, guys.
No, it's okay. It's just that unfortunately we do not realize the role mothers play
Yeah,
until they're gone.
that is true. That
And
is
today,
absolutely true.
and today is the first Mother's Day without the physical presence of my mother.
Yeah, I know. You told us earlier how you holding up today.
Well, actually, this is the first time I'm going to see her grave since her funeral. And it's just that I was not at the state to go there by myself because it's just very emotional. I was very close to my mother. And as I stated earlier, my mother played a huge role in the type of person I am today. And
Yes.
it's true, behind every good man is a better woman.
That is true. But now, I feel like I don't know if you believe in heaven, but she's watching you from above.
Oh, she
So,
is. I know.
yeah, so she's still with you.
Uh huh.
It's just in a different form, and sometimes that's a little bit more, for us that are still here, it's a little bit more difficult to process it. But she'll never leave you.
That
She'll
is
always be with you.
that is very true.
Yeah, you just have
Okay.
to hold on to the memories, her guidance, her advice, the moments that you share with her, and be grateful for those things. And, let time heals everything.
Yes.
And little by little, don't put pressure on yourself. If you still feel like this after 1, 2, 3 years, you're entitled to feel however you want to feel. This is a
You know,
loss that
yeah,
is tough.
yeah.
It's really hard to process. So take your time.
And it's sad that we're living in a society when men are discouraged to show any emotion. And
Yes.
heaven forbid if they shed tears.
Hmm. That's even worse. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's even worse.
because
We don't.
men supposed to be tough. They're not supposed
Yeah.
to be, you know, show emotion. They're supposed to be macho. They're supposed to have like a whole bunch of women and whatever. And I'm
Yes.
sorry, I'm not your typical male, not by any stretch of imagination, and I'm glad of it.
Yeah. I'm glad that, there's still men out there that, are different. I believe that, there's several.
Hmm.
And like I said, it all goes to how your mom raised you, you
That is so
know,
true.
because that's your first encounter to a woman.
Yes,
She's the one to introduce who introduces you to like how a woman needs to be loved, how things have to go, and what's expected of you as a man. So like I said, she did a good job,
yes,
and you have to be proud of what your mom did. That involved a lot of sacrifice.
that is true.
you know
And one of the things I believe, if God ever blessed me with sons, I would try to raise them the same way I was raised. Um, I know there are many men that was not raised by their fathers, and sometimes they become an unholy mess.
yes.
In my case, I was fortunate. I came out okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe it was a blessing in disguise
Yes.
that my father did not play a role in my upbringing.
Yeah, because you don't know what could have happened, or what was the environment that he was creating. You don't know why your mom took the decision to not have him around you
Well, it's
know
not. Well, it wasn't that he wasn't around. It was he was there, but he was not there.
Okay.
Okay. So maybe they get clear. And actually, my parents were married for almost 64 years.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And the reason why she stayed married to my father is that her parents were divorced when she was a child, and she
Mm.
did, and she was traumatized with the fact that another man was sharing my grandmother's bed.
Oh, wow.
So she made a decision that the only father figure we will see in my mother's bed will be my father, and
Mm.
that was not an easy decision for her to make.
Yeah, I bet it was really tough. It's like I said, it people see the results, but they don't see the sacrifices that many mothers make every day.
That's true.
I wish we will have this same appreciation for them more often,
Yeah.
because it's like I said, it's once they're gone, it's something that you can't really get over it.
Hmm.
So, if you like, and I take this advice myself, if you have any situation, or going on with your mom, try to fix it. Taken from me, my personal experience, try to have a conversation with them, and try to still show them that you appreciate them.
Definitely.
No. Yeah. And honor, the sacrifices they make by being the best version of yourself you can.
Well, like I said before, a lot of the values I have, my mother planted in me, and as long as I do that, I'm honoring my mother's legacy.
Yes.
And and the fact of the matter is, Of the 8 children she raised, the only one that actually took her away on anyway for vacation was myself.
Oh wow.
Okay, and when we flew, we did not flew in coach. We flew in first class because my mother
So she
deserved
spoiled you.
it. Okay, and of course mothers were worried. Oh, you're spending too much money. Let me
Yeah,
help you. And I said, no, mom, I got this. I
that's
got
good.
this.
Yeah, that's your queen. You have to, you'll do whatever just to make them feel comfortable. I can totally relate to that.
And
And
when dealing with my mother's funeral arrangements and what have you, I had to actually I had to two requests. Number one, that we treat the funeral and the arrangements with all the seriousness that it deserves. And the reason why I say that, because I was an unfortunate situation
mm-hmm.
that when my older sister passed away, one of my nephews was doing a face call at the funeral parlor and allowing his young son to run amok at the funeral home
Oh wow.
like it was a park.
Hmm.
Okay, so I put in the family chat, please, no face calls, no putting pictures in Facebook or social media. In fact, we asked that no one posted any notifications until all the family was notified.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, one of my nephews posted information regarding my mother's passing, and my grandnephews were traumatized because they loved my mother. And then the second request I had was, let me be the final one to say the final goodbye because out of all the four remaining children that's left, I was the one that spent the most time. And if any of my siblings would have protested, I would have backed down because I was not trying to create any controversy.
Yeah.
But
I
even with
mean,
that, I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, no, go ahead, Jose.
And even with that, there was controversy involved because it should have been all four siblings
Mm-hmm.
to take turns charge as far as my mother's illness and final situation.
Yeah.
My older sister took it upon herself to take charge regarding my mother's care, and it was an unholy mess.
Oh wow.
And unfortunately, my mother knew this was coming,
Yeah.
so she decided,
Mothers always know.
okay,
They always do.
the when it comes to the funeral, my brother will arrangements. When it comes to the tombstone, it will be me and my brother. And and my mother left everything to me. The little stuff that she had, she gave it to me. And me, trying to be the nice person, try to share it with my three other siblings. Two of them did not have an issue, but one did. And then for a week, I just refused to have any contact with that sibling
Yeah. Wow.
because it's like,
So do
yeah,
you still are you still not in contact with your sibling, or you guys are good now?
okay, we're okay. Uh, I'm in contact, but it's limited because unfortunately, the person is a drama queen. If this
Okay.
person has a cold, this person's fine. And with all due respect, I'm 58 years old. Okay,
Yeah.
I've been through more trauma in less than a half a year than people have gone through in their lifetimes.
I can only imagine.
Okay? At this point, all I want to do is live whatever time that God grants me,
Yeah.
trying to make sure I get along with my siblings, work until I'm able to retire, and then live an active retired life. That's all I want. The last thing I want is drama, because I've been through it
Oh
too much.
yeah. No, nobody wants that. Trust me. Oh my god. We're four girls in like my house, and yeah, drama, I don't know, but like in every family, I don't know, guys in the chat, do you guys feel like every family when it comes to siblings has like a lot of drama, or it's just Jose and me? I feel like siblings sometimes can be very dramatic, and add unnecessary problems to a situation that is already tough, you
And the
know?
sad situation is, my sisters felt that my mother favored the boys, meaning myself and my brother.
Hmm.
What they fail to understand is she did her part with us. She made sure that we was well fed, that we were clothed, that she made sure that we try to have get an education. We had opportunities to do well in life. Not all of us took advantage of those opportunities. My brother did, and so did I. So this is about how my mother favored the boys. I mean, you need to deep down and see why she felt that way about me and why she felt that way about my brothers. Really.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you gotta be accountable for your actions. I know I say that a lot, but it's true.
Yeah, of course.
What you have the situation is people pass the buck for other people. People blame God, people blame their parents, people blame society, but they don't look and say, hey, I screwed up.
Yeah, it's a lack of accountability. You know, Maceo says, es normal que hayan problemas entre hermanos, especialmente si son muchos. Yes,
Mhm.
I agree. When the more the more siblings there is, the more drama. Morena says yes at times, Denise, and Maceo also said, of course. All aboard said, praise to all the mothers that who are gone. And I also wanted to share a poem that I found, and I want to share with you, Jose, too,
Thank you.
about mothers that are no longer physically with us, right?
Mhm.
And this poem is titled "She Is Gone," and it's by David Alexander Elder, and it says, you can shed tears. Let me wait for that to I'm gonna mute you a little bit, Jose, so that we don't have it says, you can shed tears that she is gone, or you can smile because she has lived. You can close your eyes and pray that she will come back, or you can open your eyes and see all that she has left. Your heart can be empty because you can't see her, or you can be full of the love that you and her shared. You can turn your back on tomorrow and live yesterday, or you can be happy for tomorrow because of yesterday. You can remember her and only that she is gone, or you can cherish her memory and let it live on. You can cry and close your mind, be empty and turn your back, or you can do what mom would have wanted: smile, open your eyes, love, and go on. And that's it. That's the poem. What do you think about it?
Okay.
Can you hear me? I think you're muted, Jose. Well, Jose unmutes himself. If anybody wants to come up and shout out to, give a shout out to their moms or say like a nice message, you can.
Okay.
What do you think about that, Jose?
It's beautiful. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
It's beautiful, and it's a message that all the people that their mothers have become angels
Yes.
need to hear, because going through the first Mother's Day without your mom, that, that's not an easy situation.
No, it's not. Which is why I decided to do this stream because I mean, me personally, like last year was a little tough for me and my mom, right? And I said, you know what? I believe that with, C-19 and all this stuff that's happening in the world, I don't believe I'm the only person that's going through this. Many have lost their moms to C-19 or their grandmas that raised them. Like I have a friend that her grandma raised her and she passed away. And, I don't want anybody to feel like they're alone today. We're all in this together and we're here to
Mhm.
support each other. So,
Yeah.
like I said, I wanted to share that with you
Well,
and with
I appreciate it
everybody.
very much. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh boy. No, but I appreciate it very much. Thank you.
You're breaking up a little bit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. No, I just wanted to say I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I think that brings a lot of comfort uh, to all those whose mothers and mother figures are no longer with us in body but in spirit.
Yes. I'm a firm believer that yes, even though, mothers, people say, oh, they're gone or they pass away, they're still here with us. Like I said,
Yes.
in everything that we are, in our memories, in our hearts, and things that they taught us. And, they're watching over us. For everybody that's, in the religious form or beliefs that, they're out there, they are. So, like I said, I wanted to
I,
share this special poem that I found when I was thinking about you and True Teacher, and also Blood Moon, that, your moms are no longer here with us.
but and one thing I will say.
You're breaking up a little bit, Jose.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Still a little broken.
Okay. Can you hear
Now
me
it's
now?
better. Now it's better.
Okay. One thing I would like to say to all the people whose mothers are physically on planet Earth, if they have any conflict, try the best to get those resolutions resolved one way or another, because once they're gone, there's no chance to be reconciled. And that's the worst thing, knowing that your mother passed away and you didn't try to be reconciled with her.
That
That's a
is true.
that's that's a guilt I would not wish on any. So,
Well, thank you very much for joining, Jose. We're gonna continue on the stream, and I will see you on. If you want to join tomorrow, tomorrow I'm gonna have a live stream on business. If you want to join, you're more than welcome. Okay. I want to
if I
wish
definitely,
you.
I
Come again?
definitely open up my
You're breaking up a little bit, Jose. You're breaking up. Hello. Wait, Jose. I'm gonna move you to the back. Okay, let me see if I can hear you now. No, it's still broken. I'm gonna move you to the back and I'm gonna move you out and then come back, okay? So yeah, I wanna give a shout out to, like I said, all the mothers that are no longer with us. Um I know this is a very tough subject, but that's the whole reason why I wanted to do this. I didn't want anybody to feel by themselves. I know last year was a very tough one. We had to go through so many things. Many people lost their mothers, lost their fathers or their grandmas or their aunties, and these are difficult times. So if you're on about, if you're going to visit your mom, make sure you show her the appreciation that she's still here, that you still have her. And because there's many people today that are just going to visit their mom's graveyard, and that is sad. So like I said, show your mom some appreciation while they're still here. And let's keep it going. I'm gonna add Jose back in. Can you hear me now, Jose?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I can hear you too.
Okay, I'm just gonna get off now. If I get home early enough, I join the stream. I just want to say, great program. You're always the best. Take care.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. So yeah, basically, like I said, um, all aboard, get on here. Let's get the conversation popping. She says, "Love to those who have lost children as well." That is true. I saw some news. I think it was mid last year or probably towards August or September, something like that. I saw this news that there were some kids that developed like some weird condition as a result of C19, and that must be heartbreaking. Like it's like I said, this Mother's Day in particular is a day where we have to empathize on the community feeling, because there's, like I said, there's a lot of people out there that don't have their mothers, or like Olabor said, they don't have their children, they have lost them. There's a lot of loss out there. So if you see somebody, when you are out and about and you see them sad or anything, at least let them know that they're not alone, and that time heals everything, and then they'll be all right. you know if you can't open some space or some time for your friends that that have lost somebody, make sure you can do that so you can hear them out, give them a phone call. Let's try to act more as a community, especially on days like today and after the 2020 disaster year we had. Let's do that, and bring people together by caring for them more. Christina said, "My sister lost her firstborn at 7 months old. Oh, I'm really sorry. She was blessed with twins afterwards, though." Amen. That's, I think, like I said, probably, God bless her with two, because she lost one. But 7 months old, that's a trauma that, oh my God, I cannot even fathom. I'm really sorry for her loss, Christina. you know Good thing is that she had twins, and but I'm pretty sure she won't get over that first one. That's a tough one. um Oliver said, "I think they call those rainbow babies the baby after a loss." I've never heard that though, but I'll look into it. But that's so beautiful though, rainbow babies. Oh. And Christina says, yes, she did a rainbow inspired maternity photo shoot after for her twins. Oh, that's so pretty. I didn't knew that. A rainbow baby. That's sweet. I'm like I said, I'm not a mom. I don't know how that feels, but I do want to be a mom soon. So wish me luck. But losing a child, that must be one of the most traumatic experiences in life. Olivor said, "Oh, that's sweet. Loves to her. She will see the baby again." Exactly. Yeah. Um, look, I'm not the most religious person. A lot of people know here that I don't necessarily believe in Christianity. I do respect Christians. I do respect people that believe and are like firm believers of the Bible and stuff. However, you can't take hope away from people, because at the end of the day, my truth probably is not the truth. So what if there's a heaven after all? What if people are actually turned into angels and I don't know that? I'm just a human. So like I said, yeah, we don't she probably will see that baby again in heaven. So like I said, that's a tough one, and I'm glad that she had a baby after all, Christina. So a virtual hug to your sister and to you too. Now, I want to change the topic to something a little bit more upbeat. I want to know, what are your plans? What are you guys' plans for today? Who you're going to visit? If you guys had any Mother's Day's gift drama, who's chopping at the very last minute? And, you know, whatever you want to share. If you want to share pictures, if you want to share an anecdote, I pinned the StreamYard link above, like it's at the top. So if you want to jump in and share something with us or share an anecdote about your mom or anything that has happened, let me know. And I'm gonna add all aboard to the stream. Hey girl, how are
Hi everyone.
you?
Happy Mother's. Oh, you're not a mother, so but happy
Not a
Mother's Day
mother
to everyone
yet.
that is.
I'm a mamacita, but not a mom. So how are you I mean, are you a mom?
No, I'm not.
Okay. So you're a mamacita like me. Okay.
Exactly. I've been called mommy before. So,
Exactly, me too. So how's your Mother's Day going?
my Mother's Day is gonna be spent cleaning,
Really?
and yeah, because I have some renovations I'm doing tomorrow, so I'm
Okay.
gonna be. I have to clean out all of my cabinets because I'm getting my kitchen redone. So
That
I'm
sounds
gonna
like
be.
fun.
Yes, but I sent my mother some things for her Mother's Day.
Your mom is in the DR?
My mother is in New York,
Oh, okay, okay.
and she got on my nerves last night, and it took everything to
Oh,
remind me that it's Mother's Day, and I'm blessed to have her. So that's something that I want to tell people that maybe they don't talk to their mother or they're
yeah,
estranged from their mother.
yeah.
Um, maybe
Morena, look, Morena said, my mom and I celebrated last week during her visit and had a great time. I'm glad you did, Morena. Many of us can't see our moms right now. We're too far away. I'm thousands and thousands of miles away from my mom, So like I said, kudos to you, and I'm happy you got to spend that time with your mom. Continue, Labor.
no, but I'm gonna be seeing my mother because she's gonna be in New York until she's gonna be in New York for a couple of months, so I'm gonna be going up there in June. So next month, I'll have to, I'll be able to give my mother a hug. But if you've been estranged from your mother, you don't talk to your mother, I think it's always a good time to try to reconcile and get back in touch. You know.
Yeah, it's
So if
like
you don't,
myself. I
mhm,
had like a, well, not minor, but I had like a semi, you know situation with my mom, and today is the day. There's
mhm,
no day like today. I still send her flowers and I bought her a gift and everything. um and I made sure my sister gave them to them because my sister lives in Puerto Rico.
mhm.
So, like I said, there's no day like today. Let's do it today.
Because you know
So,
this, it's really important to remember your mother. She did a very selfless thing by bringing you into the world. That's really the
yeah,
most selfless gift that a person can give you is life,
of
because
course.
childbirth is a very painful and difficult thing.
Not
And
only that, I was reading an article like 2, 3 years ago
mhm,
that every time that you bring a kid into the world, it ages your body.
mhm,
So your mom is giving away some of her years to bring you. So don't be ungrateful and call her today.
yeah,
Jorge says, My mother is in Florida and I live in New Jersey. It says I'm waiting for her to wake up to wish her a happy Mother's Day. That's good, Jorge. Call her and sing to her las mañanitas. Estas son las mañanitas. Even if you're not the best singer, sing to her.
She will like that.
Yeah, she will love it. Just as soon as she pick up the phone, sing to her. She will definitely love it. Yeah. Trust me, if I did it publicly on YouTube, you have to do it on the phone, okay? Maceo said, mi madre está en
And
Santo Domingo. Oh, Maceo, like, I feel you. My mom is in Puerto Rico and, she's far away. So all we have is the phone or FaceTime. But you can do what Jorge is doing too. Sing las mañanitas to her and, have a nice conversation with her. But yeah, I feel
and,
you. Not
and
being able to hug your mom.
your heart is still with her. So even if you're miles away, as long as
Mhm.
you're thinking about her and you reach out, I know that she will feel your love. Even a mother's love has no distance. So
Yeah, for
don't
sure,
worry.
for sure. Morena says sometimes mother-daughter relationships can be difficult, especially when you both have strong personalities. Yes, Morena.
So true.
Literally, like my mom and me, we are opposites, but we're both very strong women. So yeah, we we clash every 2 months or so. Trust me. Blood Moon says, celebremos todo, la fiesta más bella, a todas las madres de la creación. Yeah, that's the most beautiful thing. Women carry generations within them. So, this is a time to celebrate. And like I said, you don't have to speak hungry or drunk about it. Just make sure you don't let the day.
I can't hear you. I don't know if it's on my end.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I hear you now.
Okay. Don't let the day pass by. Don't, feel that if you're broke and you can't buy her a gift, at least show up and give her a flower, cut it off from somewhere or whatever, but make sure she feels appreciated today because I feel we don't recognize mothers too much. And there's a lot of moms out there. And if we call them out for the stuff that is wrong, we also have to thank them because many of these mothers are single moms and they
Hmm.
have to do the job of two people alone.
And a lot of times when you grow up, like when you get older, you understand more about relationships and challenges, and it's not all easy. A lot of times they were just figuring things out themselves. A lot
Yeah,
of
yeah.
times they were going through abusive relationships or poverty. It could be anything, and that doesn't make an excuse for the things that you may have went through or whatever. But just know that there was never like a they weren't given a rule book. They weren't really trained to be a mother.
Not only that, at some point we have to let go of the past, and we
Mhm.
have to forgive our mothers for whatever they have done that we don't agree with and understand that they didn't do it with a malicious intent.
Right. Because the first thing they did for you was with love. So,
Yeah, they could have easily go to an abortion clinic and not have you. They did.
mhm.
That's enough. Now, Christina says, my mom and I are both more laid back, so we get along pretty well. LOL, my mom and sister a bit of a difference because Maura has a stronger personality. LOL. Well, Christina, Maura is on my club. All aboard. Are you on my club or you're on Xtina's
I'm
club?
like you.
You're like me? Oh my God,
Yeah.
Xtina, you're such an angel. Like literally, I've never seen you like go off even when you're upset. So I can say, yeah, you're an angel,
I'm an angel
and
too. It's
I
just
look up
different
to
kind.
you. We need to learn from you how to be sweet
No,
and cute.
today I'm practicing silence, like keeping my thoughts in my head and just letting my mother enjoy her day. Tomorrow we'll get back to our discussion from yesterday. But for today, just
Oh, okay.
just let it be peaceful and let her enjoy her day.
Yeah, I'm like I said, once I finish this stream, I'm gonna have probably like a 2, 3 hour conversation with my mom. Um, and then I'll still be me. Like I'm not gonna change. However, like I said, I can appreciate her, and I've been sending her stuff since Wednesday. So I'm pretty sure I have sweetened her enough so that she's not upset at me. So, Marcel, well, Blood Moon said that what we read before was the Dominican Mother's
Mother's
Day
Day
song.
song. Hmm.
I'm gonna look into it because in Puerto Rico we sing las mañanitas. So, that's something to look into. Morena said, Blood Moon, it takes an act of Congress sometimes to hold my tongue and remember she is my mom. Yes, Morena. Yeah, we have to. I mean, you know what keeps me from I have never like crossed the boundary with my mom is because I love my teeth. So I've never whatever she says, I love having teeth. So I don't she has the final word.
And and
uh
I could only talk crap over the phone.
oh yeah,
In
yeah, for
person, it
sure.
would never happen.
You know what, I cannot even talk crap about crap over the phone because my mom remembers. And when she comes to visit me, oh, she'll slap me. Trust me, she will remember. Oh my god, my mom? No. She has the last word. I'm nothing. I'm a worm. I'm a worm. So, Maceo says, mi madre y yo tenemos carácter fuerte y eso causó muchos roces durante los años. Yes, Maceo. I'm also, we're on the same club. Like, to be honest with you, I wish somebody would have sat me down when I was a teenager and talked to me like I was a pre-adult, and I would understand what a mother is a little bit earlier, so that I wouldn't have caused my mom so many headaches by not understanding
Hmm.
who she was and like
Or
what
what
she
she was trying
believed
to save
in.
you from experiencing.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Because I know that I was very rebellious as a teenager, and my dad had to work too much, so my mom had to deal with me mostly. And I did not understand my mom at all. I can say that today with
That's the
confidence.
thing, and like I was saying, as you become an adult, you start to maybe it's you're able to have the conversation so that you can get to know each other. Like
Yeah,
there's things that my mother has told me now as an adult that I didn't even know she experienced. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
there's a lot of things that I didn't even know about her. So it's almost like we're getting to know each other now,
yeah, for
in a
sure.
different way.
Yeah, for sure. It's like with my mom, there's a lot of things that I didn't knew, and I wish, I would have known before. Morena says she's responding to like if she was slapped, and she said, "Plenty. I think that is one of the reasons I never hit my son in that manner." Yeah, you know what, Morena, you have a point. I think that kids that were slapped, like you and me, will not slap our kids. We will still throw a chancla at them or hit him, whatever, or whoop their ass. Now, hit them on the face, to me, I don't know, man. But I mean, it worked for my mom, right? She has the last word and she's the boss. Maceo said that the song was Dominican Mother's Day, Último Domingo de Mayo. I'm gonna look into it because I want to learn that song. It sounds like it's pretty. Blood Moon says not good to hit in the face, but I was slapping them out a couple. Yeah, all of us have had at least 5 fat lips in our lifetimes. Trust me. And it's given by our moms. Christina said, my mom will do the mouth slaps. Did your mom do the mouth slaps all aboard?
Yes, but the thing is, my mother, I wasn't, um, my mouth was never really the problem because I would just go
Mhm.
quiet if, oh shoot, oops, I would go quiet. So my mouth wasn't really the problem. So
Mhm.
usually when you're getting popped in your mouth, it's because your mouth is the problem.
Yeah, my mouth was the problem. So trust me, I got like fat lips left and right. Especially around when I turned 8, I was very like Oh my God, nobody wanted to babysit me or anything because I was always talking back. Like an
Hmm.
adult would tell me something, I'll be like, no, but like I don't think that's the way you should do it. That will give me a
But
fat
that's
lip
just
all the time.
because you're a very curious person and you're intelligent. It's an intelligent child. I really love when a child talks a lot. I love a child that is very talkative and very curious. I love that because that's just showing that they're intelligent. They want to know everything. They want to learn. So a lot of times adults don't understand that and
Yeah.
they think they see it as being disrespectful.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. It's like I said, I mean, I don't know how I will feel with my kid because like I said, I'm in the process of,
Getting
trying
pregnant.
to, yeah, getting pregnant and stuff. So wish me luck.
You're gonna
But
you're gonna do it, I'm sure.
I want my kid to come out like my partner because he's so like nice. Like even if you see his baby pictures, he was the sweetest kid. And when I asked my mother-in-law, she's like, if you will leave him in a corner, he will just fall asleep. He was so pacific. He never bothered anybody. He wasn't throwing fits or anything like that. And I'm
I,
like, I
I
was
like
the
bad kids.
opposite,
I'm
you
sorry, I
know?
like bad kids because for me, a bad kid is gonna be a kid that can protect themselves. I don't want no baby that is gonna be docile and anybody can do anything to them. No, I think it's very important to be a outspoken. I would prefer an outspoken child. An outspoken
Oh
child
yeah.
is not gonna be walked over. They're not going to be abused as easily. So I think
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if your baby becomes like you, that would be a blessing because you have a strong fighting personality.
I mean, we'll see.
But it's
Because
only gonna be a
I
mix.
mean, look, my fiance is talkative. What he won't do is break things like I did.
Oh, you're a breaker. See, I never broke
I
things.
was a destroyer, girl. As like I said, nobody wanted to babysit me. And then if you would try to tell me something, I will answer and have an opinion. I was a bad kid. Look at this. Look at Morena said, that kid a lot of headaches. Be careful what you wish for.
I
I
like
think
bad
she's
kids.
talking
You
to
can
you,
change
oh
my mind.
Lord.
Whenever there's like a bad kid, for example, right now I have I'm not gonna get too personal into it, but I
Yeah,
have custody of a family member, and she's a problem. Trust me. But you know what?
yeah,
That energy, if you focus the energy into something else, into something positive, those kids
mhm,
can succeed. You know,
yeah,
I
yeah.
really like bad kids because they're only it's just misplaced energy, in my opinion. I like
Well, that's a way of looking at it because to think about it, like I said, I wish because my parents worked so much, you know, I wish somebody would have been there to like talk to me more as a child,
yeah.
and like understood what I was going through and explained to me certain things. So probably that contributed to my bad behavior.
Because you didn't
Blood
trust
Moon
yourself.
said, yeah, Blood Moon said, I offer my oldest daughter slaps in the mouth when she talks back, but I never do it. Oh, Blood Moon, you're sweet. My mom would do it all the time.
At least you think
I
about
probably
it.
had to introduce you to so that she would not do it, okay? Maceo said, Shasha, mi mamá me caía a trompas, pero no fue a menudo. Mi abuela me metía con un palo de escoba. Your mom and mine are in the same club too, Maceo. You know what I find like it's crazy. Our moms are like that, like they will give you a fat lip in like a nanosecond, but they
And
complain that us, their children, are the same way. I'm like, you shaped me.
right, my
Like,
right, but you know what I was wondering, and this is a slightly off topic, but what I noticed, and this is why I don't really like abuse in any form. I don't really like it, right? But a slap in the mouth is not gonna kill you. But here's the thing: sometimes, a lot of times, the women are being abused by the husband, and the only person they can take it out on is the child. So if it goes to like abuse, that's one thing. Correction is a different thing. Correction,
Yeah.
pop, it doesn't kill you.
No,
But
it doesn't. It doesn't.
don't be surprised if the kid decides to go and pop someone else.
That was me. That was so me. Like I said, I was not a good kid, man. Um,
We're gonna hear some stories one day.
but yeah, no, for sure. One day I'm gonna share my anecdotes, and I'll probably bring my dad up here because he had to live through this too. Hmm. And it wasn't always easy. So the only JS says my niece is very talkative. LOL, I love her. Thank you for loving her, the only
Yes,
JS,
they can be
because
annoying, but they're intelligent and curious, and their brain is soaking up everything. So be mindful of that. Teach her whatever she's curious about. Just encourage it. That's what I think.
yeah. Yeah, and look, Blood Moon says, "LOL, Denise, I'm not sweet at all. I have chosen not to discipline my kids by hitting. My family only use that form. Yes, a lot of us, Blood Moon, that come from this punitive discipline
Mhm.
and very authoritarian. We have chosen not to be this way. So I commend you for doing that. There's not a lot of people doing this nowadays. We just pass it on. Oh, I'll slap my kids because I was slapped too and I came out right. So like I said, I commend you a lot for because I know it's not easy. I'm a daughter myself and I know I was not easy. I can only imagine my mom tired as hell, from doing all the housework and cooking and cleaning and having to deal with me on top of her job. So like I said, we know we're not easy to
I
handle.
think something also though, words can actually be more powerful than physical than a hit, because I can take if when I was a kid, like I think the words really affected me more than a slap. The words were more the something that lasted longer.
You know
Like
what I hated?
mm,
Being sent to my room.
I loved being sent to my room.
Ooh,
My mother,
I hated it.
my mother to discipline me, she would have to take my books from me, and I hated that. She would take my books, and I
I
just
hated
reminded
it.
her of that the other day. Why would you take a child's books? Because I just love reading.
You know what? I was very hyperactive, and my dad built us a pool when I was still a kid, right? And I always wanted to go swimming or do anything else, and that's why my mom always sent me to my room. Like after a while, I think after 11 years old, I wasn't whooped as much. It was all the time, go to your room, you're gonna stay
Because
there for
you
like
see that
two
that's what hurt
hours.
you.
Oh my God, yes.
What would you choose?
Yes.
A,
She
a
knew what
slap?
hurt me.
What would you choose, a slap or going to your room? If she said
Mm,
you can get a slap in the mouth, or you can go to your room, you can get a
that's how
slap in
they
the mouth
trick
well
you.
tied.
That's how they trick you. They ask you, do you want to get spanked or you know, you want to go to your room, and you will say, well, yeah, just whoop my ass, and they'll send you to the room. Mothers, I'm telling you, they outsmart us a lot.
Because they
Sundown
probably
says,
been like us.
yes, it's like I said, my mom complains that I have a strong attitude, but I even have a picture that I will share someday with you where we're giving each other at a restaurant the same look. And I'm like, my other sister took the picture, right? And I would show it to her later on. And I was like, and then you complain about where I got my attitude from? It's you. It's you. It's just that we think different. We're very opposite in many views, but we have the same character.
Right.
Sundown says, I think it's better to talk than hit. Yes, I believe that too. I think we can expect our kids, which is why I admire Blood Moon for what she said. Um we can expect our kids to go into this hostile world, you know, and they receive this at home, and nobody sat down and talked to them and understood what they're going through. Kids also go through stuff, they're kids.
Well, you learn problem solving. You're learning it at home as well, right? So this is kind of my opinion on this. When you are a minority,
Mhm.
right, or you're in poverty, um, we kind of have to train our children for how to be successful. They cannot go into the workplace. That behavior is not acceptable in a school
Yeah.
or in the workplace. Now it's acceptable in an environment that is um destructive, or in an environment that is poor. You understand? You have to be able to fight,
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
But then in a workplace, you can't have that transfer. You can't say, okay, I'm upset with you, so your punishment is violence. Because
Yeah.
now when I go to school and someone disrespects me, or they hurt my feelings, or they take something from me, what are you gonna do? You're gonna punch
Yeah.
them.
Yeah,
You're gonna
we're
slap
not
them.
teaching we're not teaching kids with that behavior. We're not teaching them how to communicate and
Hmm.
how to be more how to be less, I would say, less socially awkward to a degree, because
Right,
I
because
mean,
it's socially awkward. That's really what it is in the mainstream.
yes, it is. If you think about it, I mean, thank God I was still social, but like, to be honest with you, there was a lot of times where I used to just slap people when I was a teenager. You know, I resorted to violence a lot.
I shouldn't laugh about that, but it's understandable. But in in like, if you were in your neighborhood, that would be acceptable, right? In
Yeah.
school, it's not acceptable. So you kind of have to learn to. That's asking a lot for a child to have to know when to turn it on and when to turn it off.
Oh my God, yes. I got in so many trouble at school, and my parents needed to be called so much. Like, you have no idea. But, like I said, I turned out okay,
No,
thanks
you did
to,
good. She did good.
yeah,
For
yeah,
me,
thanks
my problem
to,
was for me with school, my problem was I didn't respect any of their authority, because I knew my mother didn't like them either. So I could never get in trouble. She would go to the school and defend me. Like, but that also wasn't that great, because it I had to train myself to respect authority.
yeah, yeah.
Because or if something is stupid, like a stupid rule, I still will first try to find a loophole, right?
We all do, man. We all try to find the loophole.
Right. And
Yeah,
then if I can't find the loophole, then okay, I'll do it. But that's that is not the way that is not the norm. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
school is supposed to train you to become an adult and to be in the workforce. I think that also trains you to be a worker. And we don't really want to raise workers either. We want to raise business people. We want to raise bosses.
Oh my God, yeah, for sure. And like I said, ah, we have to, like I said, teach our kids um better ways to deal with this. I'm gonna show you my mom so you can see, um so you guys can see the person I'm talking about. And you guys will see like how my mom is. I'm gonna open this. Look, I don't know if you guys can see it.
Aww.
That's my mom and me, and that's the woman that raised
She
me.
looks defiant.
Oh my God, she is. She's Queen Sassy. She is Queen Sassy, and if I talk back to her, trust me, she will give me a fat lip. Even now, when I'm 33 years
I
old.
see her hand is on your shoulder, like she's waiting for you to say something crazy.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's what I said. You can tell by her demeanor.
She's already
My
ready for you to say
mom,
that.
oh my God, my mom, you can't play with her. My mom would not hesitate to slap you real quick. She will check you. It's like I said, when I talk to her on the phone, and if I give her attitude, she will remember as soon as I pick her up from the airport. She's like, "So you were saying this to me?" And she
But
will
I
she
paid for
will
your ticket.
yeah. Yeah, my mom. I mean, she was the one who raised me like that. Come on, like you can expect me to not be like that. Look at her face expression. She's ready for me to say something.
Yeah, she's ready for it.
Yeah.
And and look, you have all your teeth because you learn.
Exactly. That's why I said I don't reply back to my mom if she says to me whatever she says goes, because I love my teeth. I
I
love
learned,
my teeth and I want to keep them.
I learned a new technique. What I do is I say, "Mom, I'll talk to you later," because I'm not even gonna even argue with her. You can't win anyway. There's no way to win.
I learned that with my fiance.
That you can fix
How to address
it.
my mom in a more healthy way. Like when I
Right.
disagree with her now as an adult, he's like, "Why you don't just tell your mom, 'Hey mom, can I call you later?'"
Yeah,
And then
that's mature.
yeah, he's I think he's more mature in that
No,
aspect
because
than
he
I
has a
am.
different relationship with his mother. Because mothers don't treat their sons the way they treat their daughters. They do not.
No,
And I can
no.
debate this all day if anyone wants to disagree.
Oh
Mothers
yeah, for
don't treat their
sure.
daughters the same way they treat their sons. Sons,
Yeah.
for sons, it's all getting little snacks and food and going out to play. For daughters, it's learning how to clean, cooking. It's slavery.
Yeah. Blood Moon says, Denise, you're so pretty. Your mom looks strict. Thank you, Blood Moon. Yeah, my mom is very strict. Like, oh my God, she still bosses me around, and I'm 33 years old, man. And I tell her, at my age, you were raising children already. You had teenagers, and she doesn't care. She's still, she's like, you'll always be my kid. You always be that little baby to me. You don't understand that, but you understand that when you're a mom. Morena said, school is where you learn to socialize, and that is where your issues, if you have any, manifest itself. Yes, I was not to be messed up. I was very intelligent in school, and I was an honor student, but I was never taken to the field days because of my behavior. I was not well behaved. So I received a lot of whoopings growing up, trust me. Morena says, beautiful picture of you and your mom.
It's
Thank you very much,
beautiful.
Morena.
It's a gorgeous picture.
Oh. And she says also, I am exactly the way I am because of my mom. And then Melanated Night, hi baby. He says, it's because of my mom. I was straight edge and never got caught up in anything. That and the fear of her getting my dad to beat my ass.
I
That
mean,
is
that's
true.
why you need a two-parent household because at a certain point when you're raising a boy, there's nothing you can do. He's gonna be stronger than you. So it's at that point where you need to have a two-parent household so you can put that fear in his ass because at some point your son is gonna be taller than you, and he's gonna be stronger than you. So you have to
Yeah.
have the respect. He has to have the respect for you and the fear of his father.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I like I said, my I can see my mother-in-law being, and not to be messed up, but she raised a very good man.
That's good.
So whatever she did, baby, you deserve those whoopings. And if she whoops you now, if you misbehave, I will call her so she can come here with the belt and give you a nice whooping. The whooping I cannot give you. I'm
But
joking.
that's their way, and that's what works for them. That works. I think
Yeah.
it's a different time now because there's so much information. We have so much information. Things are changing a little bit, but I can't really criticize them for doing things their way. That was what was available to them at the time. You know,
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? I see my mom now being a grandma, you know, and to respond to what Marcelo and Morena are talking about when it's like grandkids. Oh my God. I'll talk to it about it in a second. But I see Christina said, same here, Denise. My mom acts like I'm not grown.
because
Yes.
you're never gonna outgrow her. So
Yeah, she's the boss. You
yeah.
have to come to the fact that that woman will be the boss. And if you try to say whatever, she will guilt trip you. She will like, when I'm gone, you're going to miss
You're
me. Me
gonna
va a
miss me.
extrañar cuando no esté aquí.
I won't be here forever.
Yeah, I'm not eternal. Blood Moon says, I thank both my mom and my dad for my strength. It made me the masculine feminine woman I am today. Well, it worked for you, Blood Moon. So they know the word that they were sending you into, and they build you for it. That's why you have not cracked. So yeah, we have to be thankful to our parents for that. Morena says, Denise, when you have kids, your mom will change with the grandkids, and you will be like, who the heck is that woman?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Going back to that, my mom spoils her grandkids, and they can never do anything wrong. Like, literally, look, my mom believes in all white houses, okay? Her couch is white leather, and her walls are white, and I will every time I would sit down in her sofa, I will always bring my feet up, and she will yell at me for so long. And even when I thought she was quiet, she would be like, she would come back and say, "Yeah, because you cannot be putting this. I can't wait for you to have your own place so I can go and do the same to your sofa." But then her grandkids do that, and they put their feet up and everything, and she's like, "Oh, look how cute, like I love
Take a
you so
picture.
much, yeah, take a
Tell me a photo.
picture." They love their grandkids more than anything, like
Well, because
Marcel
now they
said.
don't have the stress of having to worry about everything that they had to worry about
Yeah,
before. Now they can just enjoy children.
yeah, but that spoils the kids. But at the same
It
time, we
spoils them
had
for you.
grandparents. Yeah, we had grandparents that gave us that $5 hidden, you know, and
Yeah,
spoil us too, and gave us candy when we weren't supposed to eat it.
yeah.
Also, there was a time I was 18 years old, and we went to Philadelphia to visit my grandma, my mom's mom, and some of my cousins and my aunts. And my mom, I don't remember what I did. I think I tried to get sleek and talk back to her, and she hit me, and my grandma hit her,
Oh my
and
God.
she was like, "Don't hit her when I'm here. Don't hit her. Why are you hitting your kid? I never do that to you at 18." And I look at my mom like, "Ah, try to talk back now."
Wow, that's like the ultimate
Yeah.
revenge. Like Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, I'm literally, I miss my grandma. My grandma passed away,
I'm sorry.
but she lived 93 years. So,
That's a
like I said,
blessing.
yeah, that's
That's
a
a blessing
blessing.
that, and then she was able to teach you so much. Because
Yeah, yeah.
a lot of the things that I've learned in life, they weren't really from not just from my mother, but it's from my grandmother. And maybe that's because my grandmother was so much easier to deal with than my mother.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
My grandmother
Grandma.
was easy. So like the reason that I went to become a chef is because my grandmother, I would be in the kitchen with her learning how to cook everything. And my grandmother, I still have her, thank God. And so she's like one of my favorite people. So I guess grandmother's, is there a grandmother's day?
I mean, I'll celebrate it on Mother's Day because, they were the mom of your mom or the mom of your dad and stuff.
Yeah,
So
I think it's
I still,
grandparents day.
I was more close to my dad's mom
Hmm.
because I was in Puerto Rico, and my grandma also lived in Puerto Rico, my dad's mother. But my mom's mother lived in Philadelphia. So, I was not as close to her because I barely saw her. I saw her every 2 years, every 3 years, something like that. But we talk over the phone, and I was always right to her. Mom was always wrong. So I miss that. But I still, look, both of my grandmas have passed, and, and my dad's mother, my grandmother on my dad's side, gave me a blanket. I still sleep with that blanket.
You're sentimental?
Yeah, I take it. I take that
Oh
blanket
my goodness.
everywhere.
You
You
are
know.
sentimental. That is so, that shows your
Yes.
true heart. You
Oh
can,
my God, I feel like a baby when
you,
I'm wrapping that.
oh,
So, like I said, and if it falls apart, I try to mend it, and I still sleep with it, and I remember my grandma, and
oh, that's so
like I
sweet.
said, that is something that she gave me a year before she passed.
Mm-hmm.
She passed in 2009, and I still have it, you know,
That's sweet.
and it has survived. That blanket has survived all these years.
I,
So
I know if there was a fire or something, you would make sure you got the blankie out of there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Trust me. In an earthquake, I hold to my blanket. You know, because
Oh,
I'm in California and it shakes a lot. If it shakes like too strongly, I will grab my blanket. That's the first thing I will,
it's your comfort. It's like
Yeah, yeah, for
thing.
sure. I feel safe around it.
When I was saying earlier that a person will see their child again, what I it doesn't necessarily, you don't have to be religious to you can see a person that you love in a dream. You know, you don't have
Yeah,
to necessarily be a Christian to be able to see them again. Just for people who don't believe in Christianity, you will see them again because when you really love someone, eventually you they come to you in some way, whether it be
yeah.
your subconscious or your dreams, but you'll see them.
Mm. I believe that, I believe more in energy. I think that, my both of my grandma's teachings and their love still lives in
Hmm.
me, in some way.
Energy
So,
does not
yeah,
dissipate; it exists forever.
yeah, it never goes away. I
Mhm.
think, they're still with me in one way or the other. Like I can't even remember their voices, and like I said, I will never forget even how my grandma, my dad's side used to cook, and
You can
she used to
remember the
make
flavors, the smells.
everything, everything, like her carrot cake, the way she did fried fish, or the limbers. I don't know if there's Puerto Ricans on the chat, but like a limber is basically like frozen juice on a plastic cup. And oh my god, that's so good because you just pop it and flip it
Yes,
inside the
you have
cup.
those too.
Okay, that was the best. Like way my grandma used to do them was the best, and it's crazy because my dad told me like 2 years ago, "Oh, like I'm making limbet," and I was like, "So you're gonna be now the grandpa that makes the limbet," and he started laughing because it's true.
It's beautiful though. It's beautiful to continue traditions and even
Yeah,
little things that you don't even realize that you pick up from your grandmothers or your grandfathers. Like they're always gonna be with you in some way. That's how life works, and that's the good and the bad. So if you have people that have been, that's why you have to be a good person. You because
yeah,
especially when you're around children, I think that it's very very important because the things that you do, it's gonna stick with them as well. So just I can't stand when people influence children in a negative way. Like
oh yeah.
that just it really throws me off.
Yeah, it's like I said, we the rest of the year we're always talking about like how the single mom concept can be detrimental, but today I want to focus on all the benefits. You know,
The You're
single moms,
resourceful
single moms do the most
with the least because
with the least. Exactly.
you're already at a disadvantage just in the workforce. But then also having to worry about childcare. Jesus, you have to childcare itself is like the almost you could pay rent with the amount people pay for childcare in
Oh
certain
my God,
states.
yes,
You could
yes.
pay rent.
Oh my God, I can't even start to imagine all the sacrifices single moms have to go through, with who's gonna take care of the kids. And they always have the kids in their mind when I've worked among many single moms, and they're always paying attention and calling, hey, is the kid okay, does he need
Mm-hmm.
something? Even when they're at work, they have to divide their focus between what they're doing and also the kids. When you get sick, they're the ones in the emergency room, and then they have
They
to
have
go
to
to
leave
work
work
after that.
and they have to leave work, and a job is not always going to care that you have to leave work because your child needs to leave school. Like they're not going to care. It's still going to look bad on your part. That's a lot. And
Yeah, it's a
I'm
lot.
not going to shit on the men because men, you guys are amazing. You play a beautiful role, especially when you do your role.
Yeah.
Um so it's not, I'm not going to like bash the men, but I will say that women, I don't think a mother will eat without thinking about her if her child ate. I can say that a lot of men
Yeah,
don't
they'd
think that
rather
way.
starve themselves so
Their,
that we can
their
eat.
children, yeah, they
Moms,
let the babies eat first, and then they eat. They make sure that like a lot of times that's just a motherly trait. A mother will give you food from her own body, and that is a beautiful thing. Like
yeah, it's I think for those who believe in God, and the unconditional love, I think mothers are that representation in the world. You can be however you are, and your mom will love you no matter what.
don't
And
speak for all moms. I don't know mine.
that takes a lot of strength, to be honest with you. And I can only wish I can live up to my grandma and my mom's example.
Hmm. You
Morena
will,
said,
but
yeah,
you, but the thing is, you want to be better. I
yeah,
think
yeah,
because that's the point of you getting all of this information. You can do even better. You know,
yeah. It's bettering the generations.
bettering your
Um,
gene pool, your
Yeah,
not gene
Morena
pool, but your.
says, but yeah, but the generation, the
Mhm.
way it's brought up. Morena says relationships with your grandparents are super special. My Mima was my best friend, confident and straight shooter, and no one cooked better than her. I miss her. Me too. I miss my grandma. I wish, I always fantasize like when she passed, I was still in college, and no, yeah, I was in my last year of college, and oh my God. She, like I said, her cooking, her voice, the way she always had love. Like, I still remember her voice over the phone or in person.
Mhm.
And like I said, I never saw my grandma cursing out anybody.
Oh, she was a
She
sweet.
never,
She
she
was.
was a sweetheart.
Oh wow.
My grandma was a sweetheart, and also my mom's mom was a sweetheart. She did believe in hitting her kids, but she never hit her grandkids. She was
Oh,
always there for us, just to give us love,
can I
you know.
ask Morena what was her grandmother's the favorite dish that her grandmother cooked for her?
Oh yeah, Morena, what was your favorite dish? I'll share mine first. My grandmother, nobody has ever done carrot cake like her carrot cake, okay?
Hmm.
I've tried this recipe myself. I cannot make it just like her. I tasted some that are close to it, but like I
It's
said,
not. It's
I
still there's something missing.
yeah, it's probably it's just her warmth, when
Mhm.
she will do these things for us, her grandkids. But I miss that about her a lot, a lot. And she always had a smile and so much love for people. Morena says, "Nadie te quiere como tu mami." Yeah, nobody loves you like your mother does. That, like I said, that's unconditional love that nothing else can match it. It's a very special kind of love, very unique, and
But then the thing about it is, when you don't have it, I think that's the way there's so many cycles in the world. Because when it's missing, it creates a real developmental gap.
yeah, yeah.
When you don't feel it or you don't have it.
That's what makes it. When you see certain kids in today's society, you understand that nobody was there to love them, and that's why I always say we have to appreciate mother's love, because to be honest with you, we can see the impact of not having that
Hmm.
you know Blood Moon says, my grandmother made the best Johnny cakes, but my mom's was good as well. Mine are horrible.
What are
Right.
baby cakes? Is
uh
it cornbread?
Johnny cakes, I don't know what Johnny cakes are, if you can describe it, Blood Moon. But to be honest with you, are the recipe, somehow there's a disconnect between how we do it and how they used to do it. I think they put more love into it.
No, because you know what? Like with me, when my grandmother showed me, because my grandmother, she never measured anything. She would work it by eye. She works everything by eye, and by
Mhm.
you feel the food. You see what you're making. If it like and from going to culinary school, what we see now is that that's something that they teach you. Like, for example, if you're making dough, it depends on the humidity. It depends on, like, there's so many other factors. It's not
Yeah.
just put this, put a half teaspoon of this, half teaspoon of that, put a half cup. It's not that. Like when they cook, they really wanted to show their family love. Like
Yeah.
that's their way of expressing their love for their family, because they could have just given you some cornmeal
Yeah.
um, with
And
hot
just
water.
yeah, yeah. It's like I said, nobody does it better than they do it. Blue Moon said that the Johnny cakes are fired or baked dough.
Okay, so
Hmm.
I think that's, is it cornmeal though? I think it's cornmeal.
Not sure. I'm
I
not
bet that's
sure.
good with some butter. That sounds delicious.
Yeah, it does sounds like it's good. Morena says, Mima made ropa vieja, arroz blanco, y frijoles negros, plátano maduro, y ensalada. That's one of my
Oh my
favorites, but there are
god!
plenty more flan croquetas, Cuban tamales. Oh my God, she was the G.
And now I'm
Wow.
hungry.
Yeah, you're making me hungry. Okay, Blood Moon says that it's not cornmeal, it's bread.
It's spread. I've never heard of this one.
Ooh,
I have to look
I
it up.
me yeah, me too. But I'm scared that if I try it, I have made bread before, and I've been successful at it. After trying it 17 times, I mastered it. Um, but I need to try the Johnny cakes.
I
That
gotta
sounds
try
like
it.
it's really
It sounds like
good.
something we can. I definitely would like to taste. Do you put like butter and or is it like a sweet dish or is it what?
I think it's sweet. I think it's sweet. Morena says my grandmother can make
Oh my
doo doo
god!
on a stick and it will have tasted like a filet mignon. Oh my god, your grandma made the best. Oh my god, you're making me. Yeah, my
They
water is
always want to feed you.
my mouth is watering at reading this. I'm sorry. It says Morena. I mean, Blood Moon says Google Dominican Johnny cakes. Okay, I will do that so that I can do it, and I'll share the recipe if I
Okay.
accomplish it. If it comes out like a flugy, you guys will have to forgive me.
You have to take a
You know.
picture.
Yeah, I will take a picture and I'll broadcast it to show Blood Moon if I pass the test. Hopefully, it's not hard and it breaks a tooth, but you know. But yeah, like I said, our grandmothers and our mothers make dishes that we can't replicate for some odd reason. You know, it's
The patience.
yeah, I think they do have the patience to do it. Hmm.
Okay, so I'm
Well,
looking up Johnny Cakes. Oh yeah, I've seen these before.
you've seen it before.
Yes.
Let me see if I can find Johnny Cakes. I'm gonna stop this for a minute and I'm gonna try to find Johnny Cakes because I'm curious. Dominican Johnny Cakes. Let's go for it. Oh, this looks delicious.
Yeah, that would be nice with powdered sugar.
My God, that looks so good. I'm gonna share the screen so you guys can see it. That looks really good. Look, guys, these are the Johnny cakes that Blood Moon is talking about. Oh my God. You know, we call this, well, no, we don't have this specifically, but we have something similar in Puerto Rico. It's called Janicletas. Guys, Janiqueque. Okay, yeah, it's Janicletas. Yeah, they're really good. I need some of this. We'll see how mine turn out. Mine will turn out bad, I can guarantee you. But yeah, that looks really good, Blood Moon. I've never had it in my life, but it looks like I need to have it because life's too short. So screw the diet for one day. Morena says Blood Moon. I just Googled it. I had that plenty of times. Never knew the name of it. Yeah, I've never had it before. The closest thing that I've had is the Puerto Rican Janicletas, and they don't look like that. That looks delicious. She says, we say Johnny Keke like in the picture, but the proper name is Johnny's Cake. Okay. So now we know it's Johnny's Cake. And trust me, I'll look up the recipe so that I can replicate it. So I don't know if anybody in the chat or all aboard if you want to share something so we can start wrapping this up. Like I said, this was a special that I wanted to do to, remember our moms, show appreciation, share anecdotes, funny stories, moments, special moments we've had with our moms or our grandmas or our tias, that have shared some stuff with us, and we want to share it forward and have a good time. So if you have any final thoughts all aboard, and if people in the chat want me to highlight any comment because you're too shy to come up, let me know. Write it now and we can start wrapping this up. So all aboard. Final thoughts on Mother's Day special.
Um, I would just say that you should appreciate the first gift that you got, which is life. And then also, if you have a child, even if you're not talking to the mother, if it's possible and there's no restrictions or it won't cause any problems in your life, even if you don't like her anymore, tell her Happy Mother's Day. Don't like hold back on that. Um, Give her that credit because she carried your child and most likely has your child. So just show her some love today.
Yeah, today, like I said, today is the day where, it's just a day that society gives us to commemorate our mothers, but we should do this every day because, like I said, the sacrifices that our mothers make, they never took a break. They have never taken a break, and they will never take a break from this. So, show some appreciation, and like I said, never stop. Anytime you can make your mom's life easier, try to do it, and like I said, forgive them for whatever you think they have done that it hasn't been the best, because they learn on the go,
Yeah,
life was also hard for them. You have to look at where they come from, the struggles they have. If they try to, like you mentioned before, Olabor, when they try to, come out of poverty and, or going to school.
and they're very
And
young as
yeah,
well. A lot
yeah,
of
for
times.
sure. So, like I said, they went through a lot of stuff that we don't even have to go through those things today, and like I said, they are the boss, just because of that, they are the boss. Morena says, this was nice. Thank you, Denise, and everyone in the chat. No, thank you,
It was
Morena,
beautiful.
for being an example on motherhood. I wish we will have more moments like this where we can show appreciation for what you guys do, because I know it's basically hard labor. Blood Moon says, we only appreciate our mothers when we become adults or have our own
That's
kids.
very
Yes,
true, Blood
that is
Moon.
true. As a teenager, I was very rebellious towards my mom, and
My my mother
not
always
knowing.
she always
Yeah,
thought that I liked my father more, but but honestly now, I mean, I love them both. My mother, she has my heart, and you don't really realize that until you become an adult and you realize what a sacrifice.
yeah, yeah. They sacrifice everything. Like I said, their bodies, their time, their efforts, and they make sure we're healthy, that we're well fed, that we're warm, we have a roof over our heads, and that's the person that when everybody walks out on you and you have no friends, your mom will always be your friend,
That's so true.
and for that we have to thank them for that, and so much more. So like I said, I appreciate everybody that show up today and show appreciation. And like I said, let's make this trend in the community. Today, like I said before, it's a day where a lot of people are going through like a hard moment because of the last year pandemic we had. It hasn't been easy. Many people have lost their loved ones, especially the elders, because
Mm.
this attacked them
Awareness.
disproportionately.
Mm.
So there's a lot of people that have missing mothers today, or they don't have the person that raised them, their grandmas, their aunties, their vecinas, or their godmothers. So make sure, if you come across somebody that you see them and they're having a hard time, give them a hug, make them feel that they're not alone. They're, that share with them what we're doing here, which is give them a space to talk about, so that they can remember the good things. And also try to help them out. If
Um,
your mom, come on, go ahead, Oliver.
I'm the fact that you mentioned that. I wanted to say something about that earlier. There have been over like 600,000 people have lost their loved ones in
Yeah.
a very short period of time. Some people have lost all of the important people, like the matriarchs of their family. You know, this is gonna be in the next coming years. We're gonna really have to deal with the consequences of this virus. We're gonna have to deal
Yes.
with that. Be,
Yeah.
because this has been much more traumatic than most of us realize. And God bless you if you haven't experienced it, if it hasn't touched your family personally. It's a blessing. But yes, we have to keep those people in mind and just wrap them up in love and support and comfort. If you can, if you can't like help someone financially or in that way, but
Emotionally, yeah.
emotionally.
In any way, because like I said, it's they're missing people at the table today,
Yes, and there's going to be
and
holidays, and Thanksgiving is going to be coming, and Christmas again. It's going to be
yeah,
very hard for a lot of people. So if
we're
mhm.
continue.
No, if you haven't lost anyone, you're blessed. But I'm sure everyone's family has been touched in some way by this virus.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's
I wanted to
significant.
look, I wanted to travel to Puerto Rico soon, but I haven't been able because I'm scared of catching the C-19 again, because I did it last March. I had it and it was tough.
I
So,
didn't know
like
that.
I said, yeah,
I didn't know
I
you
did.
had.
I got it like literally. We closed down the 18, and around the 22nd, 23rd, I got it, and it was really tough. So I really don't want to get it again, and that's why I'm not traveling. And I had to send all the stuff by mail or outsource it to my sister so that she can give my mom some flowers, and to make sure that she feels appreciated for all the sacrifices
Yeah,
she
because
did for me.
this mentally there's so much isolation. Isolation
Yes.
is not good for humans. We're not built to be isolated. We're built to be together. So
Yeah.
just keep that in mind. If you can't go and physically see someone, just give them a call or a text.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And like I said, this is a special day. We're gonna try to do the same thing for Father's Day,
So
to appreciate our fathers. But today is all about the moms. So, like I said, let's make this a community thing. Let's make people feel at home. And before I leave, I want to share something that will be happening today, even though it's not related to the subject. I will be on a stream today at 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern time, and it will be with Fighter. I don't know if you guys can see it.
I'll definitely be tuned in for that.
So it's a controversial topic. I'm gonna say something before I join this. Like, if you guys want to join me, cheer for your girl.
Oh, I'm gonna be in your corner.
Yeah, be in my corner. But like I said, um I'm going to discuss this one last time. I don't think I will be doing this in the future. Probably if I do it, I will do it on my own channel where I have the control of like the people that comes in, because if we want to have the conversation, I'm open to have the conversation. But if we're just gonna come with insults and childish things,
We
then
know you can do both. We know
oh
you
yeah,
got.
for
We
sure.
know you can do both. But I'll be in the chat, and
Look, my mama didn't raise no fool. Okay,
they're
mama
gonna see
didn't
the
raise
little
no
bad
fool.
girl. If they act up, they're gonna see the bad girl that was slapping people in elementary
Oh
school.
yes, mama didn't raise no fool. Mama raised a girl with a good head on her shoulders. Now, like I said, I'm gonna be there. However, if people come with insults and the B word and the M word and all this stuff, I'm gonna have to head out. I have already discussed this with Fighter. He knows already what I stand for. This is just for
Yeah,
conversation, not for hate or disrespect. This Mother's Day. Honor your mom by joining this with respect. And like I said, I'll be there. Remember, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Uh, Eastern time. So I will be there, and I hope to see all of you guys there. Blood Moon says virtual hug. Thank you, Denise. You're very welcome, Blood Moon, and thank you for all the sacrifices that you and all the mothers are in the chat and in this world do every day. It doesn't go unnoticed. Sometimes we forget, and that's our mistake. But you guys are the best gift we can have as kids. you know
and the
it,
child is the best gift that a mother can have as well. So
yeah, yeah. So
yeah,
like I said, it's a very special thing. Happy Mother's Day to you, to Morena, to Cristina. Like I said, you guys do an excellent job, and it's a very unappreciated job every day. So I send a virtual hug to all of you. And like I said, I didn't want it today to go unnoticed. We see you, we respect you, and we can only hope to honor your legacy and your sacrifices. So, without any further ado, I will end today's broadcast. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for showing appreciation for the mothers in our community. Have a good day. Like I said, go visit your mom. Pick up the phone, call her today, listen to her problems, listen to her anecdotes, and show her some appreciation. Okay. So, all aboard, don't leave. I will share it with you backstage.
okay,
And
thank
thank
you.
you, everybody, for tuning in. And tomorrow, also, don't forget, we're going to have also a controversial subject. I'm going to share with you guys in a second. This is all controversy, okay? We have controversy all around. So, tomorrow we will be discussing on this channel, is cheating a good business choice? So if you guys have any thoughts on that, formulate the arguments or the questions that you have for me on the topic. Tomorrow we'll discuss it further. Remember, we start the calling live show at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Maceo, I'm glad you just talked to your mom. A virtual hug to you. So, like I said, I appreciate you guys for joining in so early and for being here and supporting my channel. And also, like I said, thank you to all the moms for the job you do. Bye.